This is what I've used to shower for about the past week. A week ago, our water heater decided it didn't want to work anymore. So we spent a day or two just not showering. I couldn't take it anymore, and I looked on Amazon. I found a kit that had this shower and pump included. So I just kind of want to talk about my experience with it. I've actually been pretty happy with it. So the way it works is it comes with a kind of like a cloth bucket. Now, I don't actually recommend you use it. I did try it once, and then once the water starts tipping out, it just completely comes out. So I just ended up using a bucket like this. You have a heating element like this. You put it in the water, you turn it on, you wait until the water is to your liking. It even comes with a thermometer. Now, you don't need to use the thermometer. You can just fill it with your hand. But I find the thermometer is nice, especially going down different levels. All of the hot water rises. So on the top, it gets really hot. And then on the bottom, it stays really cold. It's kind of bizarre, actually, just putting your hand and feeling the difference. So you do want to mix up the water a bit. And then the shower part, it does come with this mount. So if you have like a glass surface, you can put that on, mount the shower head like that. And then with this pump, you just press and hold to turn it on, and it has two different speeds, kind of a faster and slower. And then the shower head itself, it is adjustable and you can turn it off. I tried not to adjust it because I didn't want to put any pressure on the pump itself. I don't know if that would have any negative impact. Yesterday was my last day using this. I got our new water heater installed, able to use our actual shower tonight. But overall, I was really happy with this. A few things that are good to know. I think a bucket like this is like a 5-gallon bucket. That's actually the perfect size. I tried it the first time on the lower speed just so I wouldn't run out of water, but I found I could have this on the highest speed, have it a little bit more pressure, and that was more than enough time for me to take a shower. I think with this bucket, it ended up being about 5 or 6 minutes on the fastest setting. Obviously, the pressure wasn't quite as good as my normal shower, but it was more than enough to shower with this. This heating element works really well. Usually what I do is I put it in, brush my teeth, start getting ready for bed, and then after that, the water would be hot enough. And as I mentioned before, you do want to mix the water around because all of the cold water is at the bottom, hot water is on top, which is kind of interesting. As you shower, the water temperature kind of goes up, which is a bit bizarre. Overall, I was really happy with this. The fabric bucket I didn't care for. I think if you were camping and you hung the straps on a branch or something like that, that would actually work quite well. Just putting it in the bathtub, it didn't really do much for me. But I actually looked on Amazon again and looked at what it would cost for me to buy everything individually. And honestly, the price wasn't that much different than getting the whole set together with the bucket. So if I was to do this again, I would probably still just buy the full set, even though I didn't use the fabric bucket or anything. This worked really well. I did charge the pump once, but I maybe didn't need to. It got down to like 40%. Now I use this every night. My wife used this every night. And then with our kids, it was probably about every other night. So we did get a lot of usage out of this. If you're in a situation like me where your hot water heater is dead, don't wait. Go ahead and get this. It's great to have when you don't have a working shower.